Hey guys, this is the Sports Kid. It's Sunday, June 8th, 2025, and thanks for tuning in to this week's podcast. We celebrated episode 20 by repping some 2024 NFL Optic, talking about my All-Star Game experience, along with the current state of the Detroit Tigers in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. I'm rolling out a new episode every week, so be sure to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss them. Thanks again, and enjoy the show.
This one is gonna fly! A three-run home run! Kerry Carpenter!
They give it to Jameer. Big hole. There he goes down to the 20-yard line. Angling to the 15. Gone, baby! 5! End zone! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Cade to the basket. Hooks on the run. He hits it. Pistons are back up.
Pass over the line. Here's Kane on a change. He scores! He caught the Flyers changing. Patrick Kane with a shot inside the left goal post.
It's Williams in motion. Low snap. Melrose stopped! Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
Sports Kid Podcast. And here is your host, the one and only Sports Kid.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm the Sports Kid, and this is my dad, and we're here to bring you the latest on Detroit sports and more.
That is right. It is episode 20, and we are live in the studio today. Having a couple technical difficulties, as always. It's hard doing a live broadcast, streaming live, and trying to record a podcast here. But we are here in the studio. Couple different updates this week. Episode 20, trying to do a couple different things. We were trying to bring in a different camera angle. That was causing us a little bit of issue. So bear with us a little bit today with those things, but yeah, we got a new little background thing going, couple different things going. Another big one, super exciting. Our first sponsor, the NOXA, the North Oakland Staffing Agency, is a proud sponsor of the Sports Kid Podcast, serving Northern Oakland County. It says, we got a comment coming in, says we are cutting out.
Of course we are.
Of course we might be. Not sure what to do with there. We restarted the computers. We started everything, but we're going to keep rolling with it. We're recording, so the recording in the background is going to have to carry us through. So we're not going to worry about it, right, Emery? We're going to have fun. Episode 20, right? So don't worry about it. So yeah, North Oakland Staffing Agency, if you are looking to hire or recruit, look up thenoxa.com, THENOKSA.com, our first sponsor of the podcast. Other than that, Emery, we've got a good show today. What do you got for us?
So we've got a great show for you today. It is our 20th episode. We're going to be talking about the Stanley Cup Finals, the NBA Finals, and the Tigers. But first, as always, the recent scores and updates. The Tigers beat the Cubs 4-0 today, and their record is 43-24 now. So
It's awesome.
yeah. And then on Friday, the Panthers beat the Oilers 5-4 in a double overtime, and the series is tied 1-1, and they will play tomorrow. And then on Thursday, the Pacers beat the OKC Thunder 111-110 on a Tyrese Halliburton game winner, and will play again tonight.
What time is that game?
I think
Probably starting soon, isn't it?
it already started, actually.
What time? Where are we at?
6 minutes left in the first quarter. OKC up 12-10.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that game winner there at the last second was something else. These finals have been exciting so far.
Yeah.
So, what else you got for us? Anything big? I know we got some stuff here that we want to dig into.
Yeah, I think we're doing a giveaway later.
Yeah, I thought what we would do for the 20th episode is instead of doing a live giveaway, we're going to push a giveaway out on social media this week. That way, people listening, some people might not be watching live, but I think we're going to give away some t-shirts, right? Yeah. And then I want to try to get some people like either liking, following, subscribing, those types of things. So a giveaway with, asking for people to go do something. Maybe it's subscribing or rating us on Spotify, those types of things. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So giveaway, and what do you want to get into?
Opening some packs.
Ripping some packs. So Emery and I went into our favorite local card shop, memorabilia shop, JMC Sports. I want to show it to the camera. We got this. I won at a break. They are doing breaks on Whatnot, and won I think they call these this is a hanger box optic. And then we also picked up this mega box yesterday in the store. So these are I would say, do you think optics like the best football right now? The hottest football cards?
At first it was Topps Chrome was the hottest, and now it's Optic, because Optic just came out recently. Well, not like just came out, but it was the most recent. Yeah. And because you can pull downtowns and uptowns.
So yeah, we will be looking for downtowns and uptowns. Emery pulled a uptown out of a fat pack recently, sold it for $100 at the card show.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be looking for today.
So I say we open this first and then that first and that.
Let's say we can start with this one.
Okay.
But we do have another new thing is we are going to have some background music playing.
Oh, yeah.
While we're ripping cards. So, first of all, we need to introduce it with
Welcome to Ripping Packs Live with the Sports Kid. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Let's get the music. It's our background music. All right, go ahead. Rip into it. We will have different camera angles in the future, and I don't know if you're watching live, we apologize for the Wi-Fi glitch here. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. But for those listening, we appreciate you as well. We're ripping into this hanger box right now. Emery can do the honors. While you're doing that, I'm going to actually try something else and see if it will help. Let's see if we can. Let's take a quick break to shout out one of our awesome sponsors, the North Oakland Staffing Agency, or the NOXA for short. Whether you're a business looking for top talent or someone ready to take the next step in your career, the NOXA is here to help you grow to your potential. Born out of a true love for people, the North Oakland Staffing Agency serves northern Oakland County, Michigan, and beyond, offering staffing, recruiting, internships, and consulting services. As a client, you'll get personalized attention, real understanding of your needs, and a team that won't stop until they find the right fit. So if you're ready to grow, visit thenoxa.com. That's THENOKSA.com and take the next step with the staffing agency that puts people first. Now, back to the show.
Okay. Max Crosby. Jahan Dotson. L'Jarius Sneed. Will Levis. Rashad White. Zach Charbonnet. George Kittle. Deshaun Watson. James Conner. Lil Jordan Humphrey. Josh Downs. Chase Brown. Travis Kelce. Micah Parsons. Derrick Henry. David McKinney Silver. Derrick Henry, chain reaction. Patrick Mahomes, light it up. Will Richard. Purple scope. Chris Jenkins. And that is that.
Nothing big? No bangers? You sure? There's nothing big in there?
There isn't.
Alright, I'm gonna try. What's that one?
Light it up.
Patty Mahomes.
That's just an insert.
Yeah, just an insert. Alright, let's get into this box. This is the big deal right here. It's gonna have all the hot stuff in it. See if Emery can even open it.
Hold on.
Let's go. He's doing everything he can to rip into this box. How many packs are in this?
6 packs.
All right, 6 packs.
As the people at JMC Sports say, 6 packs, empty box. 6 packs.
6 packs.
Empty box.
Empty box. There it goes.
Okay, this one has a downtown.
All right, are we splitting these up?
I want these 3.
All right. Yeah, I apologize
Okay.
for those watching at
wanna go
home
first, or-
still with our Wi-Fi here. Yeah, it says you're freezing up. Comments coming in. Solar activity. Probably it's the smoke from Canada. Clogging up the airwaves. All right,
Trey McBride.
got our first packs here.
Jared Goff. Juju Smith-Schuster. TJ Hawkinson.
I got a backwards card here right off the rip.
Floyd. Torrey Taylor. Derek Carr.
Keenan Allen. Okay, this Patrick Surtain. I don't know why it was backwards. Cooper Kupp. Derwin James Jr. DJ James on the blue. Byron Murphy. Marshawn Nealand. All right. Next packs. Let's go. You want to go first?
You go.
All right. Amari Cooper. The Browns. Devin Singletary. Chris Olave. Good backwards card here. This is we got a thick card here. We got something fat. Wake up. Chat, wake up. Chat, wake up. We got something fat in this pack. Keon Coleman. Cooper DeJean. Hold on here. Hold on.
Just flip it over. Flip it over.
Hold on. All right, here's the flip. Here's the flip. You ready? Jackson Smith Nigba with the
Jackson Smith.
with the relic,
JSN.
with the blue relic.
There's Pickens.
Pretty cool card.
Roderick Eston.
Nothing huge. Nothing huge.
Spencer Rattler. Cam Williams.
All right, this one's got the. Is that your last pack?
Yeah.
Or you got one more? All right. We're looking for downtowns, uptowns. Let's go. Dalton Kincaid. Nothing big in here. Stephon Diggs. Jalen Ramsey. Raheem Mostert.
Brees Hall.
Jordan Love with the
Dexter
play
Lawrence.
action.
Hidden potential.
We got a JJ McCarthy on the rated rookie.
Nothing.
Nothing? You already ripped through?
Yeah. Hidden potential. That's it.
Nothing huge. Nothing huge in the mega. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man. That is it. Should we do it? Does that one get the womp womp?
Yeah.
All right, we're turning off the music. So we are still having Wi-Fi activity screwing us up, but we're still pushing through. We're recording in the background, and we're still live. We are still live. So let me give a comment to the chat. What are we going to talk about next?
The All-Star game.
Which one?
Mine.
Oh, yours? Okay. Go ahead. Let's get us going.
So today was the All-Star game. Well, my All-Star game. And it was pretty fun playing with a ton of stacked players. We ended up losing by 1 point. But it was still fun.
Yeah, that was exciting. How'd you end up doing?
I went 2 for 3 batting. I played first base for 2 innings and center field for 1 inning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That was a good game.
Yeah.
We had Oxford versus Lake Orion. I thought you were going to be wearing your All-Star shirt here for the podcast. But I see that you swapped it out for the Tigers jersey. That's cool. Yeah, Oxford versus Lake Orion, 12U All-Star Rec Ball. It was a good game. You guys came out hot early. Ran up the score. And then they came back on you, and you guys had a little rally to tie it up.
Yeah. It was close. We almost won. But really, even though we rallied in that last inning, they were still the home team.
Yeah. They were home, so last at bat, we went into that inning tied, or the bottom of that inning tied. They just needed 1 run, and they got it, didn't they?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Looking up the card? That card's not worth much. It's probably worth like $10. We'll look it up later. Don't worry about it. Nothing huge. We were looking for uptowns and downtowns. Nothing huge. What was the score of the game? The final score?
14-15.
14-15.
Yeah.
And then how was your team, our team, the New Hope Church of Oxford Dodgers? We did pretty good last week. We had one
win.
One bad game.
Oh, yeah. 1 20-run loss game.
Yeah, one was really bad, and then one that was good.
Yeah.
So we don't need to talk about the bad game, but the good game went good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, we won. What was the score in that game?
What was the score of that
Oh,
game?
it was like 9-5.
Yeah, it was, thought it was closer than that. I'm going to look it up here. 9-4. Okay, you were right. Right there. 9-4. Emery got his first pitching experience this week.
Well, second, but...
Well, yeah, the first time you pitched was, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
What was it like to pitch?
I don't know, it was fun. I didn't really want to pitch, but... Apparently I'm pitching tomorrow, too, so...
You might have to. Gonna get warmed up. Yeah, so we lost big this past week. One good Friday, though. That was a good game. Glad that we won that one, though.
Yeah.
And then All-Star games today.
Yeah, it was a close game. I definitely thought that... I don't know. I feel like the All-Star game went good. I played first base. And I also did get a new first baseman.
That's right.
Well, a first baseman. I I used that today. Got one good hit.
Yeah, you got a hit today, got walked, and then struck out swinging, which is fine.
Yeah. But it was kind of like a different dynamic kind of playing on the All-Star team, because like my team last year was stacked because we went like 16-1. But like not everybody on the team was like all-stars. We just kind of like came together. But like this, it was like, oh yeah, this kid's really good. Like all these kids are really good, and then you're all playing on the same team with all these other good kids.
Yeah.
But the other team had a couple bombs, so
Today?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like one, but like they were just hitting doubles and triples.
Yeah, they were. It was a good, evenly matched game.
Yeah.
The All-Star game was.
I think we really didn't hit that much. Like we hit a couple times, but nowhere near as much as them. I think we were just getting walked a lot more than they were, and we were just stealing bases.
Yeah, I don't know. I think overall it was pretty even. I mean,
they got way more hits than us.
Well, through the middle of the game, they were hitting. Yes, you guys weren't.
Yeah.
But you guys rallied back. So what? 2 more games this week? Playoffs next week?
Next
weekend.
weekend. So we play on Monday and Wednesday.
Play the Athletics tomorrow. And let's see here.
Buffalo Wild Wings Wednesday.
Yep, night game under the lights. So Athletics Monday. Yep, P-Dubs under the lights to close out the regular season. And then playoffs Saturday.
Do you know who we're playing on the playoffs?
Not yet. I think we'll go into it. Well, right now, it depends on what happens this week. I think we're tied with Skrelly.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, 3-8, I think.
We're like 3-9.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, we probably are 3-9. And then, but I think we're tied with them, so it depends on what happens this week. We could potentially steal a win this week, and
yeah,
depends on where we're ranked going into the weekend.
Yeah, because technically if we win one game and they don't win either of theirs, then that means that we'd have like I don't even know, the 6th.
Yeah. The best we could do is like 6th place.
Yeah.
Out of 8. So.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Stanley Cup Finals.
All right.
That was, even though you didn't let me stay up, it was probably a good overtime, double overtime.
Well, let's start with game 1. Did you take any notes on game 1?
No. I just thought you were talking about the double overtime. But game 1 went to overtime too.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. We should start. Let's talk about game 1. And then talk about game 2.
So if you guys don't know who's in the Stanley Cup Finals, if it's the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers, it's a rematch from last year. And last year the Panthers won. So hopefully they win again.
Yeah, I think most people want the Panthers to win because they don't want a Canadian team to win.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah.
So, who's the big shot on the Oilers?
Connor McDavid.
Yeah. A lot of people want him to win because they think he's the best. Some might even say he's better than Gretzky.
A lot of people think, and I kind of agree with them to some extent, that he's too good to like not win at least one cup in his career, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like he deserves it to win at least once.
Yeah, he deserves to win. But nobody wants Canada to win.
Well, Edmonton's kind of like the least hated Canada team. It's not like Toronto. No one likes Toronto.
Yeah. Nobody likes the Maple Leafs. Then you got Calgary.
And no one likes the Canadians.
The Canucks.
No? The Montreal Canadiens.
And the Vancouver Canucks.
Oh, yeah. No one likes any of them.
Their local team, their local towns like them. But yeah, nobody in the U.S.
Like, Edmonton's like the least hated Canada team.
Only because they have Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just no one likes the Maple Leafs.
Right. So game 1. Let's look this up here real quick. So I've been saying it a lot lately. Nothing beats, in my opinion, when it comes to playoffs or championships in professional sports, nothing beats hockey, the NHL.
Like playoff hockey, you mean?
Playoff hockey.
Yeah.
What's better?
I think March Madness is better.
I said professional sports.
It's professionally college. No. Honestly.
Is
NFL's,
the NFL playoffs more exciting than this?
When your team's in it, yes.
Yeah.
When your team is in it, yes.
Okay. But when your team is not in it and you're watching hockey.
I only like hockey when they fight. So if they don't fight, I don't like it.
That's not true.
I only like watching it because they fight.
No.
Because in football, are they allowed to fight? No.
But you were into this game. You were calling me the other night. Dad, hurry up, get down here.
Yeah.
It's a tie game. They're going overtime or something like that. Right?
Yeah. And then after that happened, they started fighting. And that's why I was getting rallied up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe true. I'm still going back to our Wi-Fi thing. I don't know why this thing is just
Oh, it
bouncing up and down.
never worked.
It's like the signal gets strong and then it gets weak. And then it gets strong and then it gets weak. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when they fight, it's just more exciting.
Yeah.
Because, like, in all the other, like in MLB, they can't really fight. I mean, they can, but not anymore, really.
In the MLB?
Yeah.
When did they ever fight in the MLB?
Well, if they would hit the batter or something, they would go and...
Oh, well, they still do that type of stuff.
Well, not really. Before they would do that.
It's called charging the mound.
I saw this video today of the catcher throwing to second on a steal and just slocked the pitcher right in the head.
Oh, I saw that. It was the Marlins.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe
it
I
was
just
actually it was during the warm-ups.
Oh.
He had just completed his warm-up pitching. You know,
Yeah.
balls in, coming down. Catcher goes to throw to second.
And just
smokes the dude in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was down. I think they might even pulled him out of the game. I don't know. Imagine getting hit in the head. That guy probably was throwing 80 plus, 90 miles an hour. And he had his back to him, so he had no clue. All of a sudden, he just, boom, gets shot in the head. So, yeah, game 1. Let's look at this. Panthers 3. Oilers. Is that right?
Yeah. Panthers game. The score was 4-3.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So
the Oilers won
in overtime.
But the Oilers were actually down. So if you remember, first period, Panthers come out hot.
Oh, because we didn't watch this game.
Yeah, we did. We watched the end of it. But 2-1, first period, Panthers up. Second period, Panthers score again. Edmonton scores 3-2. Third period, Oilers score. Take it to overtime. I wish I could see.
Oh, yeah, we watched it. We just didn't watch overtime.
Yeah, we did.
Or I didn't.
First game? I think we were falling asleep.
Yeah.
The issue, these games have been late at
Well, you
night.
were asleep, and I went upstairs.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, I fell asleep. Woke up after. But yeah, the Oilers won 4-3, first game. And then that game the other night.
Panthers won 5-4 with 2 overtimes.
Yeah, that game.
It
was 3-2 at the first period, Edmonton up. And then Florida took the lead in the second with 2 goals, 4-3.
And then in the third.
That's when Edmonton tied it up.
And then
2 overtimes.
did they go down on the thing? Did Kachuk? He didn't get any.
No points. Yeah, I think, again, the NBA playoffs are on right now, or championship.
Yeah, game 2. I don't know. They're boring.
It's boring.
There's just 0 defense.
Yeah, it's just back.
No,
and
like
forth.
SGA sometimes. Like, you know how there's like, well, there's not like defensemen. There's like guards and centers. They're not really like, well, actually, I don't know. But there's not like defense. There's not like defensive positions.
The guys aren't playing defense.
Well, like,
They're just
sometimes SGA will just be down there right next to the guy and he just stands there. Literally just stands there, lets him shoot a 3 and drain it. And he's just standing there.
Yeah, it's not exciting. It really isn't. Now, the first couple of games are going to be lame. Once it gets closer, I think, like when a team's up 3.
What I like is, I kind of like how it's like one and done. It's boring when they have series.
That's what makes, back to your point about the college basketball championship.
Like, picture this. One game only.
Yeah. I don't like it with hockey, only because I don't like a 1-game playoff.
But like,
because,
basketball would be fine.
yeah, basketball is totally fine. Hockey, you get a bad bounce or something. Like,
Yeah, that might be different. MLB.
MLB would be tricky
But
too.
even if they just shorten the series down. Not like of 7.
Yeah, the NBA does not need to be 7 games. Like, what are they proven?
That they can win 3 times or 4 times.
Yeah, that's
Like with March Madness, it's way better because it's like if
NBA
you
should be
lose-
best at 3.
Well, even if you could just get rid of it.
Just get rid of the NBA. No, I'm kidding. We're Cade Cunningham fans now. But what if you chopped it down to 3 games?
It'd be better. But then you'd
Because
have
each game matters.
But then you'd
Every
have-
game matters.
but then you'd have ties, and then you have to go in
No,
extra games.
best of 3?
Yeah. Was it?
No, there could not be a tie.
Oh yeah. But in 7, oh yeah, I guess if there's any odd number, there can't be a tie.
Right, there can't be a tie. So 3, best of 3, first team to win 2 wins. You're done. And every game matters at that
I
point.
think MLB should be like that too. 7 games in the World Series. That's a bit much.
It is a bit much.
Because in baseball goes so long.
The games?
Yeah, I feel like they're long.
Well, they've sped up a lot now with the pitch clocks and all that stuff.
I just
But I don't know. I think hockey 7 games makes sense. Like this series right now is tied 1-1. So now it's best of 5. Right?
Like in football, like they only have 1 game. But then like I don't know.
Comments rolling in. Mel Stevens. By the way, thanks for everybody who's tuning in. We've not thanked you guys. We got my mother's tuning in. Hello. Patricia all the way down in Arkansas is watching. Thank you. Mel Stevens in Tallahassee. I think I saw Sherman on there. Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, Mel comments, the money. It's all about the money. The more games that they have in these series, the more people watching, the more people attending the games. It's all about the money. But the product is bad.
I don't know. I don't know.
So it's a bad product.
I kind of liked watching the Pistons towards the end.
Yeah.
That was exciting. It's not like watching the Lions.
Well, the NFL
is the best.
You got a 1 game, 1 and done mentality, right?
And the thing that I like about the NFL is they only play 18 games. Well, actually 17 games. They only play 17 games. Every game matters.
Nah.
Every game matters.
Kind of.
Like with the Lions, they have such a hard schedule now. Every game will matter. Like towards the end, like you need to have the best record in your division at least.
Yeah.
I just think it's more exciting to watch. Way more exciting to go to a game.
For what?
NFL than basketball.
The basketball, we talked about that before, is a different experience, right? When you're there, it's like
just more exciting to watch.
In person?
It's more fun kind of watching on TV. Like, I guess it's cool kind of like going down to Detroit. Like, I do like I like going down there. I just think it's more exciting because, like, I don't like how they don't have, like, commentators.
What, in person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you go to a baseball game, I guess...
Baseball, they have commentating in a way, right? Because they talk about the batters, the guys talking.
Like, I like that. But, like, with football, it's different because you just yell the entire time. And that's, like, when you go to a football game, you're just yelling. Pretty much.
By the way, flipping through these cards that we just ripped, we did not rip a single Detroit Lion.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
I pulled Jared Goff.
Oh, yeah. Was that it, though? It's crazy.
Yeah, I just think... I don't know. It's exciting. It'd probably be exciting to go to a hockey game.
Yeah, hockey game in person, to me...
Playoffs are probably cool to go.
Again, I'm a huge hockey fan.
Really?
So, why did we just lose the...
You're a huge hockey fan?
Yeah, watching hockey. So I think we're still on over there, but we got booted from over here. It's making no sense.
Dad likes saying he shoots, he scores. That's his favorite part of watching hockey. But what I like is, like, I like watching, like, the highlights for, like, best goals. Because I like the shots on goals are the most exciting part. And they're, like, scrambling.
So
like,
here's what I mean by a huge hockey fan. Okay. I enjoy playing. I don't get to do it that much.
Yes, so do I. But that doesn't make me a huge hockey fan.
It's fun to play.
It is.
It's fun to watch. It's a edge of your seat type of game.
Yes, you're jumping up a lot.
With me and my mental problems, my ADD or whatever I have mentally, my mental issues. Hockey is a great sport for me because I'm engaged constantly, right? It's like a cat. Have you ever seen a cat chase a red laser?
I don't understand.
That's me watching hockey, right? I'm like locked in. Don't talk to me. Nothing.
That's the thing. I like talking when I watch things.
Emery loves to talk. That's why we're doing this podcast.
I just start like shooting stats out and stuff. And I'm like, don't you think that, Dad? And Dad's like, what?
Yeah, my brain focuses on one thing.
I can just watch things and just like say things while I'm doing it. That gets me focused. Talking, like when that, like in regular school, I just like talking. Like not like disruptly, but like when I'm doing my work, I want to talk to someone.
Well, yeah, that
like gets me focused.
That's me too, but we're talking about watching sports.
Well, it's the same thing.
Like baseball.
You just said paying attention.
Yeah, but baseball, like you can watch baseball
and talk.
Like baseball is a casual sport to watch. You can have conversations. Like you can.
One thing I don't like about NFL is how you just kind of.
There's our golf card. Like football, you can watch and like talk as well. Like you don't need to be locked in.
Yeah.
But hockey is like.
Agree to disagree. I can watch hockey and talk. I can do a lot of things and talk.
But when you're there in person, so we got to go down to some games.
I don't.
And then you'll see what I'm saying. So we got another comment coming through from our buddy Mitchell Peter. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. We ripped some cards here if you weren't watching earlier. Nothing huge, nothing.
You just dropped them.
Just dropped some, but no big bangers. We're gonna have to look these up, but I don't think we got nothing huge. But
I don't know. I like talking.
So, but here's the thing. So if you're in person, let's go back. We got onto a pretty cool topic. In-person sports to watch. Baseball. You've gone to baseball games.
And I like going to baseball because I understand it the most.
I do too. It's a fun, casual game where you can go hang out, have your peanuts, your Cracker Jacks, enjoy the time, enjoy the stadium.
Playing baseball is more fun than playing football. Not like it's easy, because it's not easy. It's just like you're just kind of out there, you know? Like it's just like you don't have to. It's just more fun to be out there, kind of thing. Like you're not like with football, you're like, oh shoot, this guy's running at me, about to tackle me. Like I'd say baseball is the sport where you don't get hurt that much.
No. Well, yeah, now we're talking about a whole different topic. Let's lock in. Let's focus on games to watch in person, sports to watch in person. Let's get back on that. So, baseball. Hockey. You haven't been to a hockey game in a long time. You've been to a Pistons game recently. You've been to some Lions games. So the big four, baseball, hockey, football, basketball. What's your favorite?
Probably either baseball or football, I'd say.
Okay.
Because they're completely different. Like when you go to a football game, you just yell the entire time.
There's a lot. Well, yeah. And
I'd probably say baseball's more enjoyable, kind of. Like what you said. You just kind of like hang out and just eat peanuts.
Yeah, football, and that there's the thing at Ford Field specifically, and other stadiums I'm sure too, is like they try to get loud the last couple of years is they've tried to be like, known as like the loudest stadium. And so, yeah.
And it is.
It is loud. So they try to get loud there.
And that's the only thing that I don't really like about it is because when you go, you're just kind of yelling the entire time.
Yeah.
Or like with baseball, you kind of just...
You
can
yell
kinda,
in
like,
the
sit-
moment.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
there's the
kind of like...
moments.
When there's a good play. Or like when there's a hit. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And like when there's a good pitch, you're kind of like, oh yeah, and you like clap and kind of get excited. But like with football, every good throw, you're jumping out of your seat and yelling.
So
But-
now let's get back on the playoff topic. You've not been to any playoff games in person, correct? No. So baseball. We went to the baseball
Oh yeah.
last year. So that was a sweet experience, I would say, right?
Mhm.
Stadium was rocking. Which,
That was
speaking of that, I said it last month, but it's like these Tigers right now, switching gears just real quick. Scooble, must-watch TV still. But they sold out, I think, all 3 of their games this week against the Cubs. Or there was 40,000 plus fans. They were
I'm
saying.
not really shocked because the Cubs are an up and rising good team.
Yeah.
Like they haven't really been good since like they have had Baez kind of like in that 2016.
Surprisingly, they're not that far behind the Tigers.
Right.
So,
They have Pete Crow Armstrong.
who's that?
They're a stud player.
So, you've been to playoff baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sweet experience.
Yeah, I like Channing Jared Goff there.
But I've been to playoff baseball. I've been to playoff hockey. I've been to finals hockeys way back in the day, but playoff hockey.
Basketball.
I've been to basketball and championship games for basketball. I have not been to playoff football. Haven't had too many opportunities either over my lifetime.
For the
But
past 2 years.
I would have to say, I would bet
You're going to go with hockey.
hockey has got to still be better in-person experience, regular season and playoffs. I would say the difference, a difference might be, though, from regular season baseball to playoff baseball would probably be 2 different experiences, totally different.
Yeah.
Where like regular season football compared to playoff football, I don't think would be that big of a difference. It's still going to be just as loud, just as hype.
Yeah.
Bigger letdown, though.
Yeah.
Because if they lose, they're done. Like more risk, more reward almost.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, that's better. And then,
I'd probably, it's way different. Like, we went to the Dodgers game last year, regular season. And that was pretty hype, but there wasn't that many people there because it was hot. But then, like, the playoffs were way different. Like, I'd say that playoff game that we went to was almost like the Miguel Cabrera game that we went to. Comparably. Because everyone was there just to see Miguel Cabrera play for like one last time.
right. I thought, 2 different experiences with baseball. The stadium was rocking during the playoffs. I mean, it was fun. It's fun regular season right now, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's just, I don't know. I like basketball, NBA in person.
Well, you
It's
played when they
alright.
were still like played deep.
Well, I'm saying like now. I don't need to like really go to another Pistons game in person.
Ever?
I'm just saying like right now.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's like the thing. Like, I would like to go. Like, let's just say, like for the upcoming year or whatever.
It'd be cool to go to one game.
Yeah, for like each team. Like one Lions, one like the Tigers are easier to go to, kinda.
So in a season,
But I want to go to
Pistons,
the
I'd be fine with going to one game.
Yeah.
Tigers,
4, 5.
5 would be cool. The Lions,
3.
1 or 2 would be sweet, right? Because
like,
they only have so many home games anyway.
Like 3 would be cool.
Right. So ratio wise, you're actually going to more games.
Yeah.
For football. And then hockey.
1.
It'd be fun. If I had my way, it'd be like 5 games at least.
Eh.
I was gonna buy season tickets. My goal when I was in high school is when I get enough money, when I grow up, I'm gonna buy season tickets to the Red Wings. And you could buy packages for like $1,000.
How much are they now? They're more than that? They're not more than that.
I'm sure they are.
Really?
The seats, they sell the seats
There's no way the Red Wings are more than $1,000. The Red Wings are terrible.
Yeah, those seats are still expensive.
I wish that they would have done something this year, like made it to the playoffs or something, because they kind of did good. Like once they got the new coach. Like they started off good and then they literally just did nothing.
Yeah. So let's go back to the playoffs. We're talking hockey. What's your outlook on the rest of this series? I know who you want to win, or who you think is going to win.
I already know who I think.
It's a new series. 5, best of 5 now.
Yeah. Who do I want to win? The Panthers. Who do I think is going to win? The Oilers, probably. But it will be like...
Do you think they're going 7 games?
Probably. Or 6. 6 or 7 easily. Unless all of a sudden the Oilers...
Well, they have to, yeah. So hold on. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Nobody's going to win the next 3 games.
Well...
To win 4-1.
How do you know that? Well, because...
I'm just saying this
because
series,
if they win the next 4 games, it will be...
Next 3 games.
Or next 3 games.
It'd be a 5-game series,
5 games.
Yes. So yeah, I think... For sure, I think it's going 7 games. Right?
Yeah.
Like they're going... both those games were in Edmonton. Correct?
Yeah.
I feel like opening the internet on this was...
I'd say, honestly, I think Florida. I changed my thing. I think Florida's going to win, and Florida is going to win. Because they're going to play their next 2 games at home. That means they're hopefully going to get 2 more wins at home, and then all they have to do is win 1 more easy game in Edmonton.
Yeah, so it was both those games were at Edmonton.
And they don't...
Now they're going to Florida.
And they don't lose at home.
For 2... So it's 2, 2, 1, 1, and 1, I guess.
Game 7, they don't put it. Game 7, they just put optional, if needed.
So Edmonton has
A Game 7.
but they have Game 7 at home, so
They won't need that. They're not going to go to Game 7.
You don't think they're going to Game 7?
No, Panthers winning Game 6.
You just said.
I literally just said, you know what? I'm changing my mind because they're playing their next 2 games at home. They're going to win both times at home. And then all they have to do is 1 more easy win at Edmonton. And even if they lose, then they're just going to win at Game 6 at home.
Okay.
Look at this. 1-1 at home is not very good. At home is the place where you should win.
True.
So
you think Florida's going back home,
winning both of their games, so that means their series lead would be 3-1. Then they could win in Edmonton and end it there,
or go
lose.
back to Florida and win at home.
Yes.
In Game 6. So right now, your predictions: Florida in 6 at home.
Yep.
Okay, that's a strong opinion. I think it's going game 7.
Yeah.
Just based on these first 2 games.
Good luck with that.
And I could see the Oilers taking it at home. It's Connor McDavid, the king. He wins back-to-back Conn Smythe trophies.
He shouldn't. You did not like that he won it last. You know what? I hope that he wins it and then Alexander Barkov gets it. So.
No, it's going to go to Connor McDavid. He's going to win it 2 years in a row. Because here's the thing, just look this up. He's only the 6th player in NHL history to be awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy while being on the losing team. That's what I did not like that last year. We were talking about it yesterday at an open house. To get to be the MVP, your team has to win the cup.
Crozier?
If you don't win the cup, you are not the best player.
Won it?
I'm sorry.
Eiserman won it. Vernon won it.
Where are you looking? Okay, yeah.
Lidstrom won it.
We're looking late 90s, yeah. Mike Vernon, Conn Smythe Trophy winner.
That's what it looks like.
Could have met him last weekend.
Come on. So who won it? Henrik Zetterberg and
Nicholas Lidstrom.
Wait, they haven't won since that. So
no. Hank Zetterberg.
Wait, hold on. So go down to 2024. So all the Reds mean that they didn't win.
Sean Sebastian Jaguar.
So that's 2. So go up.
Who won the cup that year? 2003.
So or no, they won. Or maybe not. Maybe they were the.
Hold on a second. Stanley Cup. Trying to see who won it that year. But anyway.
Isn't that what that means? If it's red?
If it's red, they did not actually win that year.
So it happened with the wing.
Yeah, back in 1966.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Yeah, me either. So
Gordie Howe never won it? He never even won once?
No.
This
is when they first started it, back in 1965. So.
Oh, so he was already done. Gretzky won it. In 85, Lemieux. Mario, is that his name? Mario Lemieux?
The last time, so Connor McDavid wins it last year. The last time a Oiler had won it, 1988 with Wayne Gretzky in it. And that's the thing. They've been comparing McDavid to Gretzky.
No, 1990, Bill Ranford.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody ever heard of this guy. So they've been comparing the McDavid to Wayne Gretzky. And so they've just got to draw all the connections, all the dots. I did not like that they gave it to him last year.
But Crosby...
Was he the best player in the league? Arguably.
Yes.
But guess what? He lost in the finals.
Yes.
So anyway, back to my thing. I think Oilers are going to take it in 7.
And then Alexander Barkov's going to get the trophy.
They're going to... No, I think...
Alexander Barkov's going to get the trophy.
They're giving it to McDavid. They're going to put a statue up in Edmonton for him.
Retire his number.
Retire his number. He's not even done playing yet. He'll be the first player ever to retire a number before he actually retires.
In the NHL?
I don't know, but they've overhyped that guy. I don't know. He actually is very good, but
he's good.
We just gotta razz him.
Yeah.
Gotta razz him a little bit. So NBA.
He's the fastest skater.
Who did you have? You had OKC Thunder winning.
Well, they are going to win, so.
And they lost, so they're right now 0-1.
Oh, yeah, because of Tyrese Halliburton. He made a game winner.
What's the score? We need a score update.
59-41.
Who's winning?
OKC.
Okay, but they were up huge the other day, too. Up by 12 or something.
And then
like
Halliburton scored a game winner, and now everyone Oh my gosh, Tyrese Halliburton.
He's going to win it.
Hopefully not. OKC's never won.
Never? But
No.
they're like a newer team, I think.
Well, they played at a different spot. They were a different team, and then they switched.
Oh, they moved. So we got a comment here coming in. You want to read it? It's from our buddy Greg. Go ahead and read that.
It says, "Hey, sports kid, I went to my first Lions playoff game this year. The atmosphere was absolutely incredible, but not much different than a primetime game experience. Bigger letdown is a good take, though. I can't imagine what that place would have been like if we'd have won that game. If I hadn't been invited to go for free, I don't know if I could ever justify the price I'd have to pay to go to a."
He says, "I don't know if I could ever justify the price I'd have to pay to go to a game like that."
Just my 2 cents.
Great show, guys. Yeah. After that game, right? Because they lost. I'm assuming that's the one,
Just
right?
the command. They only played one.
Right. So it was after that game that I had this epiphany moment where I said, what would it be worth? Right. I've said this before on the show. What are you willing to pay for tickets if you knew that team was going to lose?
But you don't know that.
You don't know. But if I said that team, they're going to lose tonight, are you still willing to pay $500 a ticket to go watch them lose?
Well, there was way more than that.
Yeah, some of those were way more.
Standing was...
Because
No, honestly, I mean...
like...
If you got the money, yes.
If you got the money and it doesn't matter to you,
yes.
Perspective and all that, whatever, but...
If you just want to say you're going to the game...
If somebody offers you the tickets...
I would go.
Different circumstances. But yeah, like just to go, just to say that you were there, it's cool when they win.
Yeah, but...
But if they lose, like, are you going to work the next day bragging about it? Or
no.
school?
I just say...
I was at that game last night. Oh, yeah, they lost. It's not as unfortunate. So after that game, I'm like, it clicked to me, like, yeah.
Well, I just want to say, I've never been in a Lions game where they've lost. I've never been... Wait.
So maybe we need to get you to more Lions games.
Yeah.
And actually, you were there...
When Hutch was a rookie, had his breakout, 2-sack night or whatever.
So there's a trend. That was against Scary Terry.
The Washington Commanders before they were bad.
Yeah, they were bad.
They were terrible.
Who was their quarterback?
Don't even ask me. I couldn't even tell you.
It's, why can't I think of his name? He was with the Eagles, I think, for a while.
Oh, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Wentz.
Right?
Wentz. Yeah.
Carson Wentz, because he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In 2017.
Yeah, Wentz. So yeah, Mel says you're paying for the experience. Yeah. You're paying for the experience. Is it worth the experience if you know they're going to lose going into it? Right.
If it was $100, if it was $200, if it was $250, let's just say.
Playoff game.
Yes.
Maybe.
My thing is
for me, though, the issue is I have to pay for 2 or more tickets because if you're tagging along.
What do you mean if I'm tagging along? You wouldn't go to a game without me.
You're not buying your own tickets. That's what I'm saying. So, but to Greg's point, he said the atmosphere was incredible, but not that much different than a game time or a primetime game experience. And that's what I think with football, especially the Lions the last few years, I mean, it's gotten so hype down there that every game is like prime time.
Yeah.
Every game is like playoff.
I feel like I don't know why, but I just feel like the atmosphere will be kind of different this year. Because they don't
There's
have...
like the expectations.
Yeah. Like, they have new coordinators, and they're going to have to do some good things, or else, like Ben Johnson, best offensive coordinator in the league when he was on the Lions.
You bring up a good point. Is the
There you go.
atmosphere going to be different this year? Because expectation-wise, right? We've already had 2 incredible years, plus the season before.
When they were close.
Where they got very close. And like that was like the turning point year. People were it was like the diehard fans, but like we're super hype about them. And like it was like the underdog team mentality thing. Like they're rising from the ashes. Everybody was excited about. So you almost had 3 hot years, and they let us down the last 2 years. And now do we go into this year with a little bit of like different expectations? I could see the atmosphere being toned down a little bit.
Well, and like there will be different expectations. Like with Hutch, his expectations. I went to this thing at my old school the other day, and when we were talking about football, they were like, "Is Hutch even going to be back?" And I'm like, he'll be back, but what will he perform at?
He'll be peak.
Yeah, he probably will.
Because think of this, I was talking about somebody recently, or with somebody about this recently, and how he is in better shape now than ever. Arguably, not ever, but I mean, he's peak age, and he's been working out way more than ever.
I was asking Zach, who was on the podcast, and I said, "Is Hutch going to lead the league in sacks this year?" And he said, "No." He said, "Because we're going to get Trey Hendrickson, and Trey Hendrickson's going to lead the league in sacks."
Is that a thing?
They don't have enough money to pay him.
Oh.
You know why? Because Joey B took however much money and bought a Batmobile, and then Jamar Chase got paid top dollar. T. Higgins got paid top dollar.
Right.
Now Trey Hendrickson, who's led the league in sacks, isn't getting paid the money that he should be. So now Joe Burrow could potentially lose him, and the Lions have the second biggest cap salary.
Cap space
left. So why not?
True.
Let's sign him up. And he is, honestly, I feel like he'd be better to get than Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's old.
Yeah. So thinking back to what we were about to talk about a minute ago was with the Tigers, or looping back around now. Tigers, Cubs, sellout games, playoff atmosphere. I said it last month in May. Playoff baseball hype in May, and now it's like playoff baseball hype, but still in June. So these Tigers,
There's still 3 months left. Well, there's more than that. There's
if people have not been watching the Detroit Tigers,
July, August, September. There's still 4 months left.
it's there's plenty of time, but I mean let's look.
They're only halfway through the season.
They're at 43 and 24. You mentioned that earlier.
So, look at the Yankees.
So hold on just a second. I thought I heard him say they're like 13 games above 500. So
What?
I guess 10 games above 500. Is that right?
Well, won't it 500 be 24 and 24?
No, because they've played 67 games.
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 2 is 33 and a half.
And how do you...
So that would be 533 and 33, 34 and 34, right? Something like that. So they're 10 games up above 500.
Yeah. Look at the
Like, see the Twins. They're like right at 500 almost, slightly above. Royals are even closer. So like if they were 33 and 33, they'd be 500. So Tigers are 10 games above 500, which
the
is
Yankees are 39 and 20. How have the Tigers played 4 more games than them?
not sure. But where are the Cubbies? There's the Cubbies. No,
Twins. The Cubs aren't in.
here's
They're
the
in the
Cubs.
National.
40 and 25. So
The
the Mets
Mets.
are actually doing good. Jeez. Dodgers haven't even seen 40 wins yet. Man, I feel bad for them.
Hey, I'm just thinking about it. Like, no, that's actually. What happens when you lose Scooble?
Tigers are the best team in baseball with the Mets just behind them.
I don't even know. The only reason the Mets are good is because of Francisco Lindor. So Juan Soto's absolute garbage.
So I wanted to look at schedule.
They have an easy schedule left.
Orioles, Reds, Pirates.
That's easy. Pirates are too.
Rays have struggled. The A's.
Twins. They're a better team. Nationals, junk.
And
Guardians.
then they play the Guardians again early July. That would be fun.
Yeah, and then
4th of July.
Rays easy. Mariners will be harder. Rangers. Easy. Pirates.
I thought Rangers were good, but
Pirates easy. Blue Jays easy. Diamondbacks easy. Phillies harder. Twins harder. They have an easy schedule.
yeah.
It's not like they're playing the Mets or the Dodgers or the Yankees.
We will see what happens for the Tigers. If you're not watching, you should be. Mel said a couple comments in here, so yeah, she's talking about not trusting. Only a fan goes expecting to win. The Black Pills don't show up. She's a Black Pillar.
What does that mean?
So the fans go expecting to win, right? I asked the question about how much are you willing to pay if you knew they were going to lose. So she just says she doesn't go for that reason. She said she hates the Yankees. Yeah, her phone changed some words. And then, yeah. Well, we're at a little bit over an hour. You had anything else you wanted to chat about? Your baseball season is almost done. By the time next Sunday rolls around, we'll be done with that.
Well, by next Sunday, yeah, we will be done.
Yep.
Well, unless, it will be done.
By
anyway.
the next podcast, the season is over.
Even if we make it to the championship.
Yep. So, anything else exciting going on? Nothing?
No.
Try to make it some more Tigers games. Made it to episode 20. 20 weeks of this so far. I was thinking the other day, we're getting kind of close. 6 more weeks will be half a year. 26 weeks, 52 weeks in a year.
Oh, yeah.
So
Half a year? Oh, yeah.
that's pretty good.
Wait.
Been going strong. 6 months, basically.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to think because we started in like February.
Yep. But it's 6 more weeks from today, so
Oh.
we got a little ways to go.
So that's like 2 months.
Yeah, month and a half. So, what do we got here? Leah chiming in the chat says, Hi, Leah. And then Mel, I do not know what that last comment is. I don't know if that's a meme or something, some emojis or something, but they did not come through on our side. I think that's good. we're still working through the technical issues here. Again, apologize up front. Looks like we've had better signal the last bit here, but
gold medals.
Gold medals. Yeah, the issue of live streaming and this at the same time, bound to have technical issues. Talking to our buddy Brett at the Mitten State Sports Corner about it the other day. They do not do live, and part of that helps them avoid the technical issues. But we're going to keep rolling with it. It's nice doing live chats for those of you that haven't been able to tune in live chats or live feeds. It's nice because we have the live chat. We're able to chat with people while we do it. So appreciate everybody that's been on for the last 20 weeks. We've had some longtime listeners. And again, we're going to do
20 more weeks.
We're going to do at least 20 more weeks. But we got, we're going to do a giveaway on the social medias this week. Giving away some more t-shirts.
Before we wrap this up, I just want to say, I saw Andy Dirks on TV today. And I just want to say I met Andy Dirks, so...
Yeah, hopefully we get the opportunity to interview Andy Dirks on this podcast, and I think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna start pushing this week. This past week we've been pretty busy recently, but I'm gonna start getting some people on again. We're gonna get some reoccurring guests again. I just dropped off our cards. We need to get. It's been a while since Brett. I think he was on week 6. We need to get Zach. Zach's been on a couple times now.
It'll be...
And then...
Well, actually...
Our buddy...
Are we going to do it next week on Sunday or next week on Monday? Because by that time, baseball will already be over.
Switch back to Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Stay tuned. We may switch back to Monday evenings. But yeah, buddy Mike needs to get back on here, and then I'm still trying to get some other people on here too. So this is only the beginning, folks.
And if any of you guys want to be on here,
this is only the beginning. 20 weeks, but it's just the beginning. We got the Barry. We posted out if you guys haven't seen it. The Meek Robertson interview, Cornelius Johnson, and the Barry one. I've got locked and loaded. Just going to try to get it out last couple days, but we've been running. So that one will be locked, sent out. I mean, honestly, we could almost push it out right after this today. But
yeah.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to close it out here. Have a blessed week.
Thanks for tuning in to the Sports Kid Podcast. See you next week.